First, I just wanted to say thanks to Sarah for coming up and talking. I was pretty shocked that the platform committee wanted to come up. I was in meetings and my gavel was so well worn, it was like a toothpick. But that's been a real pleasure. I gave a lot of remarks. I don't want to get too emotional. I did that at GA, and someone was looking through my Facebook photos of that. Someone said, "Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know a robot could cry." It was funny to me because it instantly made me recall Hillary's town diner stuff, and I didn't like the whole connection there. But I'm authentic, really. It's been an amazing 2.5 years. No, the monkey chain is gone. You can't distract me anymore. Yeah, it's broken. It's been a great pleasure working with this last cabinet, and I believe I worked with more cabinets than anyone. That might be the reason we have term limits. And I did a pretty good job at skirting the loophole. So, it's been a huge honor to do this, but it's also been a great honor to work with our fantastic staff that I don't think get recognized enough. But I'm glad they were somewhat tonight. And, the students will never really see everything that they do, which is unfortunate, but they should know how dedicated the people we have behind us are. And what a great cabinet. Rocky has been a fantastic treasurer. It's exactly what I think of in a treasurer. Their old treasurer, Amy, used to be able to get away with all kinds of stuff. With sad eyes. Come on, it's only 3 weeks late. Take my form, Rocky. Not a chance. Wait till next one. But this, after I learned, this is a good thing. I think she really brought a lot to that position and changed certainly how I look at that position and other people too. And, I'll admit, before she started presenting them, my eyes never rolled across those green sheets before at GAs. But I think she made it interesting. She made me, and I know a lot of other students, care about the financial position of the association. And it's not just crunching numbers, it's ensuring MSCSA's future, financial well-being. And I think that's just so important. And it's not the most glamorous job. She doesn't get to come and yak at you guys all the time. But it's so important. And it's been a great pleasure working with you, Rocky. Mr. Linder. As Jacob had said, we have been roomies quite a bit. Fortunately for me, you guys might not know this, but he sleeps in the nude. You think that was unacceptable? Think about how many times I've burned a retina. That actually isn't true. Thank God. But
it's the joys of going second.
Yes. Jacob has been great to work with. I think he's brought a lot to the table, and it's gone. And done a lot with communications. It's something that I thought was lacking for a while. While I was a platform member, was how information was communicated to the students, and Jacob's done a great job of motivating people to get articles in. Jonathan just outright harasses people to get them in, but I think he's done a fantastic job, and it's been great knowing you professionally and also as a friend. And it's sad, but I have to now admit I have a friend from the range.
We're just getting beat up.
Finally found a good friend is what he's saying.
Scott Formo, I think we all know has been an amazing leader, and he's certainly been able to motivate me or force me into doing things and ignore all my groaning. I'll tell you a quick story about that. Once I was in DC and I had 7 meetings that day. Which isn't easy. Almost all in different buildings. A lot of running around. I think I woke up at 6 that morning and I get back on a late flight. I think it was like 11 p.m. or something like that. Scott picks me up at the airport with Brandt from MSCSA. They're both kind of smirking. I'm like, oh, headed to the hotel? No, this was in the midst of revising a textbook bill. And even though I was exhausted, Scott didn't let me out of the office until about 3:30 in the morning. And, I was happy to be there because I think when you work with people that are so dedicated, some of that rubs off on you. I don't know if you call it the formalitis. That sounds kind of gross. I don't see Scott as nice. He's
More of a stop there, please.
But, that was okay, and I think it's a real testament to the kind of work that he put in and day out for this association. And, having him around, always made me want to work harder and try harder and do more. And I think if it was somebody else, that might not have been there. I think the association is losing an excellent leader and leaving some very big shoes to fill. Although he actually has kind of small feet. Yeah, I don't want to go, too much into talking about me, but I never thought I would be here, especially for so long. I remember the reason I got involved with student government years back was I was in the bookstore. I was buying a textbook for $260-some, flight manual, and I said very audibly, "Holy balls!" The clerk in the bookstore was like, "Excuse me, sir." And I remember leaving with that book in hand and walking down to LSC's Student Life office and talking to Roger Johnson and saying, "I want to run for Student Senate." And, it's incredible that here we are some years later with one of the best textbook bills in the entire country. And, it's really heartening to be able to be in a position where you can work with people and work with the students to actually make something happen. I think the association's a fantastic vehicle for affecting positive change for students and has done so much. And I'm just so proud that I got a chance to be a part of that. And also very proud that I got to work with such excellent people that I will miss very much. It's strange being here thinking this is the last time. I was always telling myself, well, I'm not quite done yet. Well, there's just a transitional. Now, I guess that we're really getting close to the end. But it's been an amazing run. I've just taken so much away from this, and I hope I've done a good enough job of giving back as well. So thank you to the cabinet and the staff and all of you guys. And this has been a huge honor for me, and I think the association's in one of the strongest positions it's ever been in, which is exactly how I want to leave it. And I know moving forward with your new leadership, you guys are going to have another great year. Thank you.